What's going on there, Internet land? My name is John. If you don't know me, and before I talk a little bit about my dear friend Tony Horton and P90X, because I'll tell you a quick story. I'm 33 years old right now. Um, and, back last August, we're in August right now. Back last August, I was like, sort of like scratching my head, going, you know what? I don't think some miraculous event is going to ever take place, because I was like waiting for some miraculous event or something to take place in order to start working out on a regular basis, on a daily basis. The story going on in my head since way before February 1st in 2022. I remember that day for a good reason. Because that's like a dramatic event happening in my life. That was like the crash. Prior to February 1st, 2022, the story going on in the back of my head was, you know what, once I reach my goals, once I'm hitting my targets, then I'm gonna start working out on a regular basis, on a daily basis, and I'm gonna do it right. Like, I'm gonna eat right, and I'm gonna get in the best shape of my life. And I'm committed, and I'm committed. As soon as I reach my goals, then I'm gonna start working out on a regular basis, and then I'm gonna start eating right, and I'm gonna start taking care of myself. I had that going on in the back of my head for a long time. The story was like, you know what? I still have a six pack from when I was in college. I still have a six pack from when I was in college. Once I reach my goals, once I'm hitting my targets, then I'm gonna exercise physically on a regular basis, on a daily basis, and I'm gonna do it right. Like, I'm gonna eat right. I'm going to me having a six pack from when I was in college, that's probably the first thing from the truth. Maybe like a six pack of like booze or something, right? I dropped out of college when I was like 21, 22 years old. Hey, don't get me wrong, I got a GD, went back to college, etc. And, anyways, so back last August, I was like, nah, you know what? Enough is enough. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I don't know if you've ever been at that point in your life. And I made a decision. I was like, nah, you know what? I'm just gonna start exercising physically on a regular basis, on a daily basis, and started off with 1,000 push-ups, 100 pull-ups, 100 curls or so. And then it sort of evolved into 1,000 push-ups, 100 pull-ups, 100, and then I was like, now, when I'm actually getting results, I need to get some cardio, for sure. So I started walking a mile every single day. And I did that for quite some time. Like, I remember doing that, even like on Thanksgiving and stuff. And it seemed to be working. Until I got a letter in the mail that I had to go to jury duty. And this was already, fast forward to this December. And I was like, hell no. At the time, we had an Apple emergency. It was an Apple emergency. So instead of going to jury duty, I made an appointment at the mall so that they can take a look at my iPad. What the hell was going on with the iPad? That's a really great question. I don't know if this has ever happened to you. This has happened to me before. When you let your phone die too many times, all of a sudden the phone commits suicide. The phone commits suicide is just what the phone does. And the charger doesn't bring it back to life. And you have to use a more powerful charger from like your MacBook in order to power your phone back up. Well, I knew about that, and for that very reason, I would never let my iPad die. Like, ever. ever. I led there once. Oh, that suddenly started happening. So instead of going to jury duty, I made an appointment at the Genius Bar at the mall, at the Apple Store, so they can take a look at my iPad. And I have a Genius iPad now. Anyways, long story short. Well, my birthday's on Christmas Eve, right? Well, since I didn't go to jury duty, I quit taking the mile walk. Because I didn't want to get picked up by a police officer or something, right? Anyways, but on Christmas Eve, on my birthday, by then, I had already been introduced to 21 and P90X. And on my birthday, I made a decision that you know what, I'm gonna start exercising on a regular basis, on a daily basis. I'm gonna start taking care of myself. I'm gonna start taking like vitamins and stuff, and I'm gonna start watching what I sort of like put into my body. And it has already been 100 and I couldn't. 185 days. 185 days of the P90X challenge, like every single day, no matter what. And I already took on this other challenge, which is a 60-day challenge. Because I found out that in order to get any results, you have to burn a lot of calories. So over the next 60 days, I'll be burning 1,000 calories every single day. And it's already day number 10, 20, 25. 10, yeah, 25. It's already been 25 days of that. So, anyways, so long story short, like to get to the point or whatever the hell. We've all heard of the book Think and Grow Rich, right? By Napoleon Hill. That book has created more millionaires and billionaires than any other book of its kind. Napoleon Hill also wrote some other books like Outwitting the Devil, The Secrets to Freedom and Success. And he also wrote another book called The Law of Success. And there's another book out there by Wallace Wattles. It's called The Science of Getting Rich. Because there's a science to getting rich. What very few people are aware of, and with that philosophy, the science of getting rich, is that you have to actually work out on a regular basis. You have to exercise on a daily basis. You have to eat right. You have to take care of yourself. You have to take vitamins and stuff. And there's a lot of entrepreneurs out there. And it's a lot of them who have this story going on in their head. They say, all right, well, you know what? Once I reach my goals, I'm gonna start working out on a regular basis. I'm gonna do it right. Like I'm gonna eat right. I'm gonna take care of myself. And they're committed. They're committed. They're like nah, like it's done. As soon as I'm reaching my goals, then I'm gonna start exercising physically on a regular basis. Then I'm gonna start taking care of myself on a regular basis, and I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna get in the best shape of my life. And the big secret in Think and Grow Rich and the law of success is that you don't have to wait for some miraculous event to take place, because it's never going to take place. The miraculous event is never going to take place. I promise you that. I'll say this. All the professional football players in the NFL, the only way it's even possible for them to be top-paid professional athletes in the NFL is with Think and Grow Rich. all the professional football players, uh, all the professional basketball players, all the professional baseball players, all the professional football players, football, baseball, all the professional athletes, top paid athletes in the NFL, in the NBA, in the MLB. The only way it's even possible for them to be top paid, highly paid athletes. The only way that's even possible is with Think and Grow Rich. The president of your country. The president of the United States, the only way it's even possible for the president to be the president is with the Think and Grow Rich. And the big secret in Think and Grow Rich is that you don't have to wait for some miraculous event to take place, because it's never going to, in order to make a decision.